da 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 da. These trees to me are great beings that are part of the life of this place. Most of Ayutthaya was built of brick, and the upper stories of structures were often wooden. So the brick structures were sometimes further destroyed by the Burmese. They just went crazy with their cannons, as well as the armories I've mentioned exploding and the fires. And then later people came in, but this quickly grew up to be a jungle all over everything here, because nobody was allowed to live on the island. And you can see the remnant of the Buddha statue, which would have been at the end of the sanctuary. It would not have been open like this. At the Utah vegetarian food restaurant, which a tuk-tuk driver brought us to, we are having a wonderful breakfast here of completely vegan food. Somewhere down there is where the house by the river was, where Bruno and Cynthia lived with their son John. We're going to go into the ruins of this beautiful temple a little bit. And the island itself was considered to have many ghosts and spirits on it of the uncremated dead and those who had not had the right ceremonies done when they passed, which makes a lot of sense. It's what we call earthbound spirits. I'm looking north, pretty much upstream from this great temple, and the site in my novel of the house by the river is somewhere right in that area, north of this temple along the shore. This is where Bruno Theriault and his wife Cynthia, who was an English woman, lived with their son John Nathaniel Perch in my story. I think that perhaps because this temple was never deliberately destroyed or burned, the roof and the pillars may have been mostly wood and simply fell down. There are a bunch of figures along the side in various states of decapitation or being cut in half by time. This is an incredible stupa spire. I think it may be somewhat restored too. Now this is the other corner. We started out in one of the four corners. Very peaceful today. There's birds. Up front, a Buddha image that is intact enough that we have two of them actually that have robes, so I feel in particular that I really need to honor them. Here I am at St. Joseph's Church in Ayutthaya. It's a historical church dating back to the time of my novel, The Purchasing Mother's Son, 250 years ago. And in my novel, this is the church where my characters, Bruno Theriault, who is a Frenchman and a Catholic, and a woman named Cynthia Perch, who is an English woman. That was a rather unusual marriage and would be considered controversial or unpopular to some people. This is the church in which, in my story, they were married.